Remember when open pickle jars or choosing a light bulb was just simple? Now everything feels like a test with 12 options, an app, and a manual. Why did things get overcomplicated? Hi, I'm Pants Kind. Welcome back to another episode as usual. Today we're going to be talking about the overcomplication of everyday things. From high-tech gadgets, for what fadage you want from a cereal aisle, and how we're going to talk about the simplest task becomes suddenly overly difficult. If you've grown up at all, you understand that everything is just changed completely, or even the worst, because I don't even know. It's so different. Like, people who are older understand light bulbs. Back in the day, they were just clicking. You just went, there I go. There's my light bulb. It's in. Now you screw it. Not that hard, but there's some other ones. Like, they just overcomplicate it. Or if you want oh God, don't give me stuff. It's like a fridge and stuff are the things that confuse us. Like, take smart fridge, for example. Why does my refrigerator need to connect to Wi-Fi? I have no idea why, but it has to. And another thing, grocery stores. Okay, smart fridge. I'm just gonna go back to that for a second, actually. Why do you need to connect to Wi-Fi when all I want is milk? Like, it's all I need. I need to go in the fridge, and why are you telling me that, hey, you need to connect your fridge to Wi-Fi? To know what? I have a phone. Why do I need my fridge to tell me that, hey, at a time? I got a stove with the timer on. It's just, why do we do this? And grocery stores, let's get back to that. Have you ever tried buying, like, just, let's say, peanut butter, all right? Is it organic? Is it sugar-free? Is it almond-based? Is it crunchy? Is it smooth? How many decisions do I have to make before just making a sandwich, or feels like? All I want is to make a sandwich, but it's so much going on. And don't even get us started. I know every single person here has this experience. Customer service loops. And don't get me started on that. Because, the automated phone is always like, press 1 for frustration, press 2 for confusion, and press 3 to disconnect. There's no other options. You're either going to be really pissed or you're going to be confused, and it's not going to understand anything you say completely at all. And the third option is just get out, because half the time I'm done. I don't even want to do the, customer service anymore. But why? Why are so many things just different right now? Like, there's a psychology behind it, of course, and we're bombarded with the choices and the exhausting. The more options we have, the harder it is to make decisions. And so most of the time, if you go to grocery stores, they make everything in like single colors or tons of colors. It's a quote unquote freedom of choice. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's that you get the feeling of freedom of choice. There's also different things a part of it, like the alignment or people's quote unquote the innovation of things, the things that the future, because everything's gonna be technology. Have you seen WALL-E? I think that's where we're going at this point. We're all gonna be big fat people on a ship in like 100 years, it feels like, because it's just getting bad. Companies are constantly trying to sell us the new big next thing. Even if it's a toothbrush with Bluetooth, you don't need a toothbrush with Bluetooth. Remember those old commercials as a kid? Saw it. Parents alike too saw those Bluetooth that you brush your teeth and it sings song, and by the song was ended, you were done brushing your teeth. That didn't need Bluetooth. It just had a speaker on it. No, we need to have Bluetooth because it's the next fix. What if you want to listen to music while you're brushing your teeth? Doesn't that sound just stupid when you really think about it? And the overthinking simplicity is another thing that I think we all can understand is one of the worst things. Sometimes we assume more features means better, but often it just means more confusion. Let's say you have a speaker, right? I have a JBL Flip 5. I've had that one since it came out. So I think about 6 or 7, 8 years. The problem with newer speakers is all this speaker has is a power button and connect button and volume. That's it. That's all you need, right? No, apparently not. You gotta have 50,000 other choices on other speakers because that's what we do. It's innovation. It's the future. I don't think that's the future at all. And I'm gonna give you a personal anecdote. Have you ever, let's say, get a rental car? Just a rental car is already a big thing enough. Like, I don't even have a car. But the thing is, just trying to figure out websites for like a car Back then, we just go in and say, hey, I need a car. How much do you need? Here's the payment. Here's the insurance stuff. Like, you got it done. No, 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 no. Do you want to sign up for a membership? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? It's like, I don't want anything. I just want a car. I need a car right now. Why are you giving me all these options? That's just how it is. Complicating this stuff. Just because something is new doesn't mean it's better. And that's what I get frustrated. I think all of us are frustrated about. Just because it's new doesn't mean it's better. But there are some exceptions, let me just say. And this is where my opinion is going to be different from a lot of other people, all right? In some cases, the complexity of things is actually more accessible for people. Like voice-activated things for people with disabilities, it's perfect. It's helpful. There are some helpful things that we needed to not overcomplicate, but add more complexity. I stuttered so bad there. But you get it. Like apps for managing your health are really good for people with diabetes and stuff. Being able to check on the go and instead of having to prick your finger sometimes, have a thing on your shoulder. There's some things that have helped. And let's not pretend we don't love some of it, like streaming services, GPSs. It's like the miracle of modern life that we use all the time. Overcomplicated, but we use it all the time. You never thought way back then that GPS is going to be a thing. Ask someone that's old enough to understand, like, they used maps back then, and now using a GPS can help. But we all understand the frustration with like Google Maps and Apple Maps and Scrap, and because you set the same direction to point A to point B. This day is going here, but the other day it's going there. It's going to do a whole different thing. I hate that. I understand. We all hate that kind of stuff. Because some things, they come with too many settings. It's just horrible. And there's always a balance between innovation and just making life harder. I don't know if we know that. I just realized there's fish behind me. I change the background once in a while, and I'm not even paying attention. I have a script now. I've just been doing this. But wow, this is a little... it's a fish looking at me right now. All right, so I killed all the fish. Anyways, the next part is my own stories. I usually try to add my own antidote about this kind of stuff. But actually, I'm asking you. I'm going to ask you, the viewer. What is something that's most just ridiculously complicated experience you've had with something that should have been simple? I would love to hear your stories. Leave in the comments down below. And as YouTubers always say, like and subscribe. The things probably glow. That's what I want to happen. I gotta say, the more absurd the thing is, bonus points. I will heart the comment because I've heard some really bad things. Like, I kid you not, people that want to make hard-boiled eggs, right? Leave an egg in water, right? Sounds really simple. No, we gotta overcomplicate it. You gotta put it in a container, a container, to put it in the water to do the same thing you would if it wasn't. Some people just amaze me when it comes to this kind of stuff because it's so simple. It's so simple, but we just overcomplicated just to be like, I boil my eggs with the egg boiler 3000. It does the same thing as your pot and pan, but it boils 3 nanoseconds faster, apparently. It's dumb. It's stupid. Just blowing it over the stuff. Life is complicated enough. Complicating basic tasks, let's remember, doesn't make it smarter or better. It just makes things harder. So this week, leave your challenge. Find something in your life that's overcomplicated. Just like find an area that's either in your life too simply, whether it's a groceries list or just a tech, like a computer setup or anything, and just look at it and see, is this overcomplicated or is this just simple? That's what I'm asking you to do today or this week. All right? But until next time, hope you guys have a great day and find out what's overcomplicated. Make sure to share and toodaloo.